Uh, yeah. Good evening, folks. I'm Garrett Jordan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you like any of this content that I provide for you. And I also got a podcast called the Tuna Fish Special Podcast, which you can go on there and listen to all the stuff I do. I do movie reviews and I also talk about other things. So please, by all means, go check that out. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. 2 days ago, I went to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife. Didn't really want to see it because of the 2016 disaster of reboot Ghostbuster with the all-female cast. I wasn't mad about that because I like Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, but when you try to redo something, it's a touchy thing, and they flopped badly. So I was skeptical about this, but I wanted to give it a chance because I like Jason Reitman as a director, and I wanted to give him a shot. So Ghostbuster Afterlife starts McKenna Grace, Flynn Wolfhard. Y'all know him from Stranger Things. Paul Rudd is in this, and Carrie Coon plays McKenna Grace's mom. And Carrie Coon plays the estranged daughter of Egon from the original Egon Spangler. I messed up, sorry. She plays the estranged daughter of Egon Spangler, who left her at a very young age without any clues or ideas on why he left. He just left. He moved to Springfield, Oklahoma, where he passed away mysteriously, and she gets a letter saying that she inherited the house and all his things there, and she's about to get evicted out of her apartment. So her and her 2 kids, McKenna Grace and Flynn Wolfhard, move to the house that she's in and that she inherited from him, and they found out more things about their great grandfather that they didn't know, and find out that he's an original Ghostbuster, and find some of his equipment out there and really dig in deep on why he abandoned the family, moved all the way out there to the middle of nowhere. Why did he do this? And Paul Rudd plays a teacher of McKenna Grace's character in the film, and I forgot the name of what you call him, but he's into the earthquakes of the town, trying to figure out why are they constantly having earthquakes out there, why is it constant things erupt, and then they start to do a little bit more investigation together, and both of them figure out that her granddaddy is part of the Ghostbuster and he left things out there, and then they unlock Pandora's box. The film is directed by Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the first 2 original Ghostbusters. This movie is filled with nostalgia from the original one. And it's definitely a Jason Reitman film. It's not an Ivan Reitman film. It's definitely a Jason Reitman film because it still has this indie vibe to it, which is cool. But I don't know. It's the first half of the movie dragged a little bit, and then the middle part they did too much talking about these things these ghosts is giving them too much backstory about them. It's not a lot of character development, but it definitely is a love letter to the original Ghostbuster and to Harold Ramis, who was the original Ghostbuster in the first 2 films. I think this movie is pretty good. It was entertaining towards the end. There's a very beautiful tribute at the end, which I won't go into, which is very sweet and very heartwarming. It's a family film. Every actor did good. McKenna Grace, Flynn Wolfhard, and the kid that played podcast, they have a huge responsibility carrying this movie all the way through, and they did an amazing job doing it. Let me just go off saying that. And Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd. Y'all already know who he is. Y'all already know what type of energy he brings. The dude never let down. I always been a fan of him for a long time, and he never lets you down in the movie. Every actor did amazingly well in this movie. The movie itself, the pacing of it is probably my issue with the film. But in the first one, the pacing was kind of slow too in the first one, so maybe they piggybacked off of it a little bit too. But the pacing was a little slow, it dragged a little bit, and there was a lot of nostalgia in this film. It's nostalgia overload in this film. It didn't even feel like an original film. It felt like they piggybacked off of what was done in the first one, and they were trying to do it with new characters. Good thing, but could be a bad thing. I don't know, but it was just a lot of nostalgia in this movie, and it just seemed like Hollywood is big on it. Instead of just, if you're gonna reboot something, or if you're gonna tell a story of something that's already been done, at least make it interesting and do something different. But overall, it was entertaining. It wasn't bad. It was cool. It's family friendly. It's a good time to go see this around. And Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so I'm recording this before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. But yeah, it's a good movie to go catch it with your family, date maybe. If you're a Ghostbuster fanatic, which I love the original too. I used to watch them all the time, and love the music with Ray Parker, and like I said, it's a good little family film. I just think it's just nostalgia overload, and the pacing of the film was so long. It sometimes you just kind of like in and out of with the movie, but then when it starts to kick off and kick things going, then you interested. So it's cool, and it's a love letter to the original Ghostbuster, and to Harold Ramis, to Ivan Reitman. His son directed this, so this is definitely a love letter to it. It's not a sequel to the first one. It felt like more of an epilogue, if anything like that. It felt like it was just kind of like the end. That was it. That was all done, and the ending, like I said, it was very heartfelt, very well done. It could have went completely wrong, and I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about it, but it was good though. It was sweet, and looked like they're trying to set this up to be a sequel. I hope not. Like, let's not make this a thing where you constantly taking stuff from the old days and reduplicating it over and over and over and over again. Let's not do that. What's in the past is in the past. Let's move to the future. Let's dig in and find some other stuff that can be lived on in the next 20, 30 years. So yeah, that's my thing with it. It just seemed like Hollywood is just getting too much into bringing back the old stuff that was hot back in the day, and especially in the 80s and the 90s. I don't think we need another Ghostbuster. I think that's it. I think that's done. I was glad to see the cameos from Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson. It was good to see them back in the suits, even though they are old as fuck. But Bill Murray still can carry a tune, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And like I said, I enjoyed the kids, and they had a lot of charisma. They hold this thing. And Flint Wolfhard, McKenna Grace was great in the movie. She carried this movie all the way. And her sidekick podcast did a good job too. Flint Wolfhard was just there. I think he was just there to get people like, whoever fan of Stranger Things, we're gonna go see the Stranger Things kid. They did that with him and they did it with him in Ghostbusters. Who is this kid agent? You need to stop giving this man all this nostalgia stuff. Give him some other stuff to do, man. But, you know, hey, I'm looking forward to Stranger Things season 4 when it get ready to come out. So anyway. But yeah, Ghostbuster Afterlife, I give it a C. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad neither. It was decent. So I say go check it out. And by the way, like I said, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope y'all save me something, because I'm gonna be hungry all day that day, so save me some food. Anyway, this is my review on Ghostbuster Afterlife. I think it's worth going to see. If you're a Ghostbuster fan, I think if you're a diehard Ghostbuster fan, like you are if you're a Star Wars fan, I think it's worth going to see. But you'll see what I'm saying about the nostalgia stuff. It's a lot of nostalgia overload. Don't look for any character development. You get some backstory on certain characters, but just don't look for that. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy seeing ghosts. There's no new ghosts, but you're gonna see you're gonna see some ghosts. You'll see what I'm talking about. Go check it out. And thank you for listening. Go listen to my podcast, the Tuna Fish Special podcast, and we're out.